Imagine this. You open your phone for a minute, just to check one notification, one swipe, one tap, one spark of curiosity. And suddenly the real world fades out, as if someone dimmed the lights on your own life. Minutes blur, hours bend, and somewhere in that blur, years slip away. But you don't panic, because you don't feel the loss. Not immediately. Social media steals time the way a shadow grows slowly, quietly, almost invisible. And that's the trap. You think you're losing minutes, but you're losing your life's rhythm. You tell yourself you're in control, that your thoughts belong to you, that your habits are your own creation. But that belief is the first myth you have to break. Because the truth is simple and brutal. You're not the one choosing. You're the one being chosen. Algorithms don't guess who you are, they measure you. Your fears, your impulses, what triggers your emotions, what weakens your confidence, what manipulates your thinking. They know which videos will hook you, which posts will make you jealous, which stories will spark a reaction so deep you don't even notice it happening. They know your brain better than you know your own mind. You don't scroll because you're weak. You scroll because your brain is addicted to micro rewards, tiny spikes of dopamine that rewrite your habits one swipe at a time. Every short video trains your mind to crave more stimulation and to reject anything that requires patience, depth, or silence. Now real life feels too slow, too plain, too empty. You're not bored with life. You're overstimulated to the point where nothing real satisfies you anymore. Social media didn't just steal your time, it recalibrated your brain. Your attention is a currency more valuable than money, more valuable than gold. It shapes your habits, your beliefs, your emotions, and ultimately, your identity. But you give it away for free. Every time you open social media, just for a moment, you're paying with pieces of your future. You don't become what you want. You become what you pay attention to. And if your attention is owned by an algorithm, then so is your life. There was a time when silence belonged to you, when boredom led to creativity, when your thoughts were your own. But now every quiet moment is filled with noise, content, opinions, arguments, strangers' emotions injected into your mind. And slowly, without noticing, you forget the sound of your inner voice. You feel anxious and confused, not because something is wrong with you, but because you haven't heard your own thoughts in months. Their success seems instant, their confidence effortless, their relationships perfect. But what you see is edited fiction. Your body reacts to it as though it's real. Your mind sets it as the new standard. Your confidence collapses. You lose a game that never should have existed in the first place. Social media doesn't just distract you. It replaces your life with an imitation. You watch others live instead of living. You consume emotions rather than feel your own. You respond to content instead of reality. And the scariest part? You don't notice the hypnosis until you try to break it. But it's not too late. People lose decades to distraction. You can reclaim yours. You don't need to quit technology. You just need to reclaim dominance. The moment you choose what to focus on is the moment you take your life back. Attention is strength. Silence is clarity. Presence is power. Your years are not meant to be consumed by screens. Your mind is not designed for fragments. Your soul is not built for constant comparison. You were meant to think deeply, to feel fully, to connect authentically. And that begins with one decision: to take back the moments that belong to you. You were never meant to be a spectator. You were meant to live. If you felt something tonight, don't let it fade. Stay close. We're just getting started.